Today's December 20th, 2024. This is the third video that I am recorded that is intended to be put online. I don't know where I left off on the last one, and I've been meaning to get back on here for quite some time, and I really felt I needed to a few times since my last, I think it was September something. So if this is the first time you're seeing this, wondering what this is about, recommend it. You taking a peek at my other ones. This is unscripted, we'll say. I have a little notepad in front of me with a couple talking points that I'll be using as a handrail for this, but it won't be nearly as quality as I'd like it to be. I actually had various products that I was working on to help me with this whenever that video was going to be, and I'm not around it, so I'm like literally shooting from the hip here. So what I have in front of me are this little notepad. I got a small list of issues, I guess, shit that I'm dealing with. I just have 3 different categories: critical, major, and other. I guess you could say the critical is the most pressing. So under that is one of my youngest son's cases. And shit's got way out of hand with that, and I don't know how to respond, and I don't know how much I can say without getting him or myself or somebody in trouble. Another case that he has is a custody case. I'm supposed to go see someone tomorrow on a Saturday, of all days, mediator or something, and I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know. The last time I saw my grandson, that was a while ago. My dogs, we got 3. They're all in pretty bad shape, despite vet visits and various methods to fix them. Christmas, I don't want Christmas this year, at least not like this. I'm inches away from crawling into a hole for a couple of months. I haven't even next thing is mental health. all of these things I wanted to break down more. But because obviously mental health is the obvious one that I should be addressing, because so the VA is complete garbage, and so is TRICARE Select, and so is my primary doctor on the TRICARE side. Lots of phone calls, lots of, like at one point, after driving 30 miles, after lots of phone calls and lots of runaround, I drove 30 miles so I can go see someone in person, and I'm told to call some number. Like I didn't drive 30 miles to call some number. So then I drive another like 60, 70 miles further to another VA, to the triage, the mental health triage. And then when I got there, this was like early October maybe. Now I got I got some medication en route, and there's supposed to be a psychologist getting in touch with me. The last one I have under here is one of the criticals. My relationship. I am pretty garbage contributor to it. It's like my wife fucking takes care of me. In her spare time, like when, you know, when she's like not working and doing and I can't help her, she's fucking sucking. There's probably more. I literally just made this list up in like a couple minutes before I started this. Some of the major things are plan of action for my youngest son. God, I'm in so much fucking shit right now. Like, no one has any fucking idea. I reached out to Daily Wire Plus. I'm a subscriber of that guy, Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, Knowles, bunch of other cats. Not a big political guy, but some of the content he has on there, and I actually reached out to him a few days back. Well, their little request a tip line, something or other, see if they were interested in running my story. I want to get my fucking story out, and I don't have the time, capabilities, resources, etc. And I really think that I could use a team. That's how passionate I feel about this. So maybe that to say this, I could really use some help. I don't need a shoulder to cry on. I don't need anybody asking how I'm doing or asking what's going on. It's not that I don't appreciate it, but I've been through it a lot of times. I'm burnout and telling the stories to somebody that don't have the bandwidth for a couple of years worth of shit that I've been dealing with. I drifted off a little bit. I think I'm fucked up. Not a risk to myself or others, so nobody get weird. But I think that I'm damaged. I was diagnosed with, I'm going to come back to this list here. I got something I want to talk about. It's something that just dawned on me. Something I realized a few minutes ago, just before I started this here, is about the third week of June, if I remember, 2022, I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder and persistent depressive disorder. The significance of the latter is you only get that diagnosis when you have 2 years or more of documented issues with depression. That was June of 2022. That was right before, like, actually I think it was right in the midst of me moving from, anyway, it was almost 2 years to the day that my old man passed. I think it was about 1 day off, 2 days off. And that was of this year. And I haven't had a provider, despite my relentless and continuous efforts to see somebody, since about that time. And I have proof. I thought I was going somewhere with that. Back to this list. I don't know where I was at. Reimbursement. Oh yeah, when I moved down here, I moved myself like 7 trips from one state to the next. And my understanding that is I would be entitled to a reimbursement. I don't know what it is. I want to say it's like around 10 grand or something. I don't know. I may be way off. I don't even have the slightest clue, actually, about that. I do, but a good chunk. Into career move. Oh, I'm permanently, I'm medically retired, and this is a permanent. So that happened also. Lots of things have happened since my last. But I haven't pursued that reimbursement. It'd be kind of nice to just get some of that back. You know, and those, like, suspenses on all that, like, there's a certain time you got to do that. I don't even know what that is. My health, not just my mental health. I got all sorts of issues. I think that there was like 28 or something when we were going through this before I was going through the disability evaluation system, and I haven't been seen for any of those, and it's been like, been out of the Army now. I signed out July 2023, so I think that was about the last time I was around doctors for any of that stuff. I got an annual guardianship report due. I think that's like at either the end of this month or next year, beginning of next year or something. Those things are monstrous. Some other things. some vehicle repairs as well as maintenance times 2. I got 2 open vehicular claims. I think 1 is expired. I don't know what that is. That was probably like a $7,000 loss. And another claim that's open, but I think I got time on that. It's been open since October of last year, and I'm out quite a bit on that. I don't even know what the number is. I still got this fucking storage. I'm paying $350 a month for this huge ass storage, and at this point I'm using about half of it. I managed to liquidate about half. And when I say big ass storage, it's like RV size. And I don't need that space, but moving out of it means that I have to take time to do that, or to not have that fucking bill. And I've had that bill since like July 2023. Oh, going back to, I missed one. ID cards. Like that's like veteran ID cards or something that veterans do. Whatever the fuck veterans do when they get out of service, like their typical things or stuff that they should be doing, I really haven't done any of that stuff. I got issues with my phone and account and contacts, and just life plan. You know how fucking embarrassing it is when people realize that I'm out and they go, well, what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself these days? You working? Going to school? No, I'm not working. I'm not going to school. That's not even on my radar. I can't explain to them that my plate's full. Like I'm bouncing around day to day. That's not all true. There's been plenty of days where I can't get out of bed. I never in my fucking life thought that I'd be reaching out like this. I never fucking thought, that I would end up like this. You know what the fucked up thing is I got like hundreds of people on my friends list. Like I made those 2 videos with like the sole intent of putting it on Facebook. Now, granted, I haven't been on Facebook in a long time, like continuously active. I get on there and check Marketplace and stuff for anybody who has ever complained about seeing me online and me not responding to their messages or whatever. But it's been many years since I've been on there socializing or whatever. But I've had that thing since like that account, like since 2009. I'm pretty sure I have like several hundred of you guys on there. I got like Well, those 2 videos I put up 2 and 3 months ago, it's like 64 views. Average view time is like 8 minutes. Maybe I'm on the wrong social media platform. I use YouTube to put my videos on there, but then I send those videos to my Facebook. I don't care about social media at all. That's like, there's so much that I want to fucking say and I can't. It's so fucking crazy. Like, I genuinely fucking feel like I'm fucked up here. Not like, hey, things are fucking bad and like things will get better kind of fucked up. Like when you get some real bad news and it just fucking weighs on you. Maybe a few days. Maybe you ride it out. It slowly gets better over a period of a few weeks or maybe a month. Persistent depressive disorder 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, which means 4.5 years ago. I've been depressed for 4.5 fucking years. And getting someone to listen is like pulling teeth from a goddamn chicken. Now, to most people's defense, I tend to ramble, give too much detail, give too much context, whatever. Maybe I'm horrible at summarizing. Maybe they don't have the time. Maybe it's just the volume of shit that I have. It's a lot to take in for anybody. I mean, when I was looking for fucking psychologists at one point, mid 2022, and even later than that, I'll back it up a little bit. So at one point I had put together this disc and gave it to key Army leadership. I'm talking like, this is the division CG for any of my battles out there. Who knows what that is? For those that don't, what I was told was that my disc was going to be heard by the division commander. I don't know what it is, but I want to say, like, we used to oversee some like 27,000 or something like that. I may be way off, but quite a bit. And I figured if there was ever a time to get the attention of somebody who might be able to make a change, that was it. And that fell on deaf ears. That disc had 10 audio recordings, each one 20-25 minutes a piece. But then also on that disc was tons of visual products, from emails and various reports, basically everything that I could possibly put together to back up my claims that are very similar to these. It fell on deaf ears. Why am I saying this? Oh yeah, because when I was trying to find providers to see me, I had floated the idea of someone listening to those discs or those recordings. Because I don't want to, whenever I do get to see a psychologist, what I don't want to do is I don't want to see somebody for like 30, 45 minutes every 2 weeks, only to spend the entire time back briefing them of what happened these last few weeks or leading up to it, whatever. And that's what I wanted to do with these videos, is go like, here's a timeline, here's all of this shit. And that way I could just, when someone asks, I could just be like, right there, go take a look at that, and then call me with questions. Because I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over, only to encounter someone going, well, I can't help you, maybe this guy will. Maybe they might be able to help you. And then I go over there and I just wash, rinse, repeat. My son's still in jail, unsentenced. 7 months now? I don't know. End of April. I usually see him 3 times a week. And you got to call 1 day early to request and reserve. And I missed him 2 times this week. That's after having a alarm on my phone to tell me on certain days to schedule, and then on certain days to stop whatever I'm doing and go. And it's weird being in front of this camera while it's going, knowing that I'm gonna fucking hang this thing no matter what, publish it, not myself or whatever. My mind's all over the place. And I wake up, like I'll wake up like, well, usually a few times a night, but I'll wake up at 3, 4, 5, and I'm not shitting you, the fucking first thing that I realize I'm thinking about is where I'm at in life. This isn't nothing new. I mean, I don't like sitting here not having the stuff that I want to convey readily available. I don't know when I'm going to, I don't know if, and if I do, I don't know when I'll make another one of these because I've lost a lot of faith in humanity. That's not, I believe a lot of people mean well, is what I mean. I lost faith in humanity's ability to, is that a, there I go. This is my thoughts are fragmented right now, and this is a common thing for me throughout the day. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. But I'm keeping this thing recording because I think it's important for people to see how I function. I genuinely believe that I have degraded quite a bit. I mean, fuck, if I died tomorrow, then at least people will know, you know, where this guy was at. If I get in an accident tomorrow, again, no risk to myself, but I never thought my fucking vehicle was going to get stolen. I never thought my dad was going to die. I never thought that the army would turn their back on me. I never thought that I would be able to put videos like this out, only to have a handful of people watch a fair amount of it at best. And if you've seen anything on my fucking profile, you'll see that I'm not the type to sit there and cry about shit. Bring my problems to other people is what I meant to say. My personal belief is I manage my own affairs, or I keep there's you know, I'm sitting here in this very moment while this thing is recording, and getting sidetracked, wondering whether or not I should just stop the recording or if I should continue. I wonder that because I'm all over the place, but then there's also part of me that's going, is anybody gonna fucking make it this far? Like, why continue? So if you made it this far, and you'd like to lend a hand, I don't know how you can. I don't know. Let other people see this. Maybe keep an eye on the comment section, and if there's anything pressing that I ought to know about, or if there's a question that wasn't answered in any of my other videos, that is specific to my videos, give me a call. Hey, this person has this to say, or Yeah, this is I'm not a risk to myself or others or property. So don't worry. Anybody know anybody? Got any inside scoops to some journalists out there? Maybe somebody that would love, not somebody, probably some people, might be able to lend a guy a hand, because I got a lot of shit to say. I'm struggling though to bring it to the surface. There's a lot of information. I'm talking several years and several big major topics. Lots of unrelated agencies. I'm gonna be done.